What is poppin' people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. It looks like we have Wind Guardians going off against Puppets for the final round of our Evo Cup, week 0 of EX9. Glad to be getting nice early footage for you this time. Davis to pass is obviously very, very unfortunate. Then it's going to be Rookie, Mirai, and a Shushu in the back, which at least, I guess, denies the token. But I mean, with a memory setter, you catch up pretty quickly. You've made a 4 to match, and now got a boost as well as having a memory setter. So actually in a pretty okay place. Because unless you push up and then use the Mirai to make the... oh yeah, because the Mirai can play it when it evos as well. So you can play the Honeymon this time, and then pitch to decline to add back, and then the Karakura is going to use this when digivolving to delete the Honeymon in order to evolve for 0, which then the Kaguya gets to play at end of turn the Honeymon, which lets us recycle the piece that was left. So we get to cycle quite efficiently in that instance. I make a level 6 on turn 2. And we'll see if we might be getting a level 6 in response. Terapia straight out, crack the boost, and then gonna make the puppet. That'll certainly do it. Suspend the Digivolve, go to 1. So despite missing a rookie on that opening turn, remember, has managed to immediately answer back. And just gonna have to drop the Amber memory boost. Ugh, big whiff. Downside to it not being Central like Liberator puppets and instead being Puppet Control. Well, I guess it's going to become Kaguya Control. I know it's obviously Puppet Control, but let's be real, that boss monster was made for the guy on the right side of your screen. It's going to be difficult for Kaguya to get back in. It's just a shame that they're going to miss out on their white pieces. Marcio thinking about going straight into the Cernu. It's probably missing the rest of the line to climb, but an on-play suspend is pretty neat. And then evolve a rookie in the back, then Vortex. That's alright. So we're gonna play Wing Guardians, which gives Vortex into everything, which means we get to pierce over and then reboot. So it does get the body cleared. Doesn't go into the Cernu just yet. Source Strip, not really. I think you have to worry about in puppets. Yeah, that is the Kaguya. For a second, it looked like Promo Gallantmon. I wouldn't be shocked if it was there. Gonna have the Orisa come down off the Shushu, and then we're gonna go Kokeshin to clear the mushroom. Is it's something. It's on play on deletion, so it can do it. It's just gross. So we're just gonna double Shushu from this position. Passes 4, only one more than the memory setter. But if a rookie comes out, we're looking at a lot of damage potentially. The only thing is that Marcio's missing the Griffin, so he can't push as much as he would like. But the Hydra's not bad as an additional piece. Definitely thinking about it. Just gonna keep the rookie in the back. No need to push it up just yet. Gets to reduce the cost. We can get the suspension. And it comes down for 7. And then, okay, so yeah, it does get to DNA from that. So we actually get to start setting up the garden now. Not a huge number of like really, really good targets, but the Woodmon's not terrible. Because it'll be enough now to get the full clear. Double bounce, and we got 2 suspended bodies. Never mind, 1 suspended body. Because the Woodmons like suspend ones and then unsuspend something, so neato. Again, taken fully off board, and because it was bounce, we don't get to trigger the Orisa. I don't know if you boost here just so that way you don't hate the memory you're passing, but if you could also just make a memory set, it's not bad either. Kokeshin in the back is gross. Worst case scenario. 5 security on potential on board. Now we're going to play the Flora as a searcher. Oh yeah, draw off the 2 eggs, and then yeah, there's our Griffin. Bit late, but Alliance, 2 Checkerinos. Whoa, boost and a Mirai is pretty rough. This does give Tricks a route back into the game if we do actually get to play the game. Digimon was deleted. I know it certainly has a little bit of recursion, but I guess we're chill for now. Swing in the wood. hits the Karakura. And now not fully sending it, so just going to go for the one choke. And suspending itself, unsuspending the Cernu. Out to the Kokeshin, we're going to game one because of course Marcio does have a Tamer. Well, it does have a Digimon, and now we can boost up to 4. I'm going to make the Kaguya. And then bot deck the Mirai to play out the Shumon. And then the Woodmon is going to see a guy get played, which suspends the Kaguya. And then we're going to crack the boost, evolve into Kokeshin. So I guess it's one Digivolving on deletion, not, which does get to clear 1, and then we get to replenish the body with a Terapia, which does crack back, so we get double suspension. But still pretty clean. No deletion on the body yet, but ooh, Odin's Breath. So it gets the sec minus the board, which is going to keep him alive. Also, if he got trashed, it would activate the main effect, so it's a really cute way of playing it. Then end of turn, we get to play a level 4 or lower Puppet or Liberator, so we're going to play out the System on Blanc Awakened, which loads up the Blanc in order to heal 1. So really, really good turnaround. We're going to be in for the long haul on this one. But these two, I mean, obviously it's week 0. Trix has got most of the practice with the other cards, but the new cards really do give you some insanely good lines. Speaking of new card, I mean, Puppet technically not new anymore, but crazy, crazy strong. Clears the 6 once again. And leaves just the Kokeshin, which -4 is not going to be all that impressive. And considering you can't hit... Well, okay, I guess you can Alliance, so... You could Alliance, or you could just swing over the body, which is going to be -4. I'm choosing not to float. Probably a wise decision. I'm going to just slam the Mushroom. Nope. Plan A. Cernu. And Cernu play out the Mushroom from there. Gets the suspension. Then we get to Vortex into it, which is going to float into the Blanc. So we still get to play on board. And that's going to be the unsuspending Cernus. Shu in the back. Up to the Shushu. We do actually have a lot of memory to play with this turn, but you're fully taken off board. And we're going to just go double Orisa here. So we're kind of just banking on the card, one of the cards in security being Odin's Breath. Going to get suspended is going to be the Orisa insecurity, and that is going to be game 1, Wind Guardians. And as we get shuffled up for game 2, I want to say thank you to everyone that has clicked the join button and become a member. It really does go a long, long way to supporting the channel and helping me do what I do as close to daily as possible. At the top, we have the Mega, just Josh, who's an ultimate here on YouTube as well as a tier 3 on Twitch. And for our ultimates, we got the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the sticks on the right side of your screen, 3 Strike Rule, Brad, King of Knights, Sacred Armour, and Matthew Bowen. And for our champion, Shinikari, Coffee Deus, THM, Solar Ouroboros, Andy Fing, Squid Eater, Benji Gibbert, Thomas Yates, Kenneth Smith, All Force Magna, Kraken Security, Donkey Cava, and Stephen Holdren. Messed up the order there, that really threw me off. And it looks like we're going to be going into game 2. Probably get to say thank you to the rookies, etc. if we do go on to that 3rd game. We're going to have Flora plus Wind Guardians. I always have the urge to call them Vortex Warriors because their field spell gives Vortex, but they are the Wind Guardians. And we're going to have the Mirai, so very similar opener for Trix as game 1. It's going to be a 2-cost Evo in the back to the Kiwi. Keeping it blue for now to pass back. And yeah, I'm just going to play tennis with the Memory Gauge. 3 for 3, continuously choking to 1. As we're going to see the Jade Memory Boost. Adds the Griffinmon, as it is a blue Digimon as well as a green Digimon. So big targeted off of either. And we're finally going to go up and play the game. 1-cost Evo into the Shushumon. Mirai spins itself to play the Shu, and then we will replace her with an Arisa with the Shushu. And then going to go into the Kokeshimon, is going to clear the Shu, which then gives us the Kaguya, and then we get the Shu at the end of, well, off the Orisa, and then the Shu at the end of turn. So these boots are now made for walking, and can we clear them? Everything, of course, does have blocker as well, so if Marcio does try and swing without clearing the Kaguya, then we are in trouble, but we have seen this pretty consistently. Terapia to suspend. Does have the puppet. Ooh, has 2 puppets. So I could just try and clear the problem now. But it's when anything gets deleted, so by leaving one of the Orissas up, it does mean that he's going to be able to float into a new body and try and stay on board a bit more. Really early setting up the Orissas this time. I think he's thinking about whether he wants to boost before doing this, just so he can choke to 1 and just be annoying. So yeah, we're going to crack the boost and then evolve for 3 into Puppet. Draw for Evo, Digivolve, and then... Oh, it's bot deck. Never mind. I can't even stay on board. I am foolish. Sudden main going to gain 2, so we do effectively go to pretty much 3. Swing is going to get blocked. Orisa out into Honey. Honey pitch the System on Block Awaken to get the Kaguya back. And then Shushu, play out the token, the familiar, and then clear the familiar. Oh no, clear the Shu to go into Kaguya. Kaguya play out the well, Orisa play out the Shu, double hit, minus. Oh, and then choosing not to use the Kaguya end of turn. Interesting. Once again, keeping one Orisa up just in case bad things happen. I mean, at the end of turn, by doing it this way, the end of turn the familiar is going to delete itself and give the chance for tricks to float there, which effectively gives a rush body that couldn't be interacted with because of it being end of opponent's turn. And that puppet is out there vulnerable, so Marcy's going to build up in the back, passes 3. End of turn, deletes the familiar token as well, which procs the Kaguya. Get the Blanc as well off of the Orisa, so this is pretty stinky. Pretty stinky. I think, chat, we might be cooked. This is, well, I mean, he's still gonna get to play something out, so I guess he's still playing for the full line just to be on the safe side. Swing and Alliance, and then evolve into Karakura, spin the Mirai, play out the Blanc, pitch the Blanc to draw 2, and then pop the token in order to go into Kaguya, use the Orisa to go into Honey add back, and then tap the Orisa to go into Shumon to check top 3, double hit. And then Alliance does die on that first check, but we certainly make the attempt. Alliance hits the Davis. Could try and check the last. Yep. Was the 2 checker. So it does come out into the mushroom, which does suspend the Kaguya, which takes lethal off board, which I think is what he was trying to play around, but we're just going to go into the Kokeshin and pitch to clear the mushroom. So end of turn, get to play the token, or play the promo Shushu, which plays the token. So now we end up on double blocker here, quadruple blocker. No floats though, but we are going to go into Griffin. And the annoying thing is because we don't have the Vortex Warrior here, he does actually have to boost to try and play some other stuff. But double Kaguya is pretty difficult to deal with. Griffin going to play, of course, the Kiwi, which gives us a free draw off of the egg. And then we're going to crack the boost, go to 2. Swing Alliance. When attacking, evolve the body into Terapia. Terapia suspend, and then tag the Kaguya. Are you going to do it? Yeah. Digivolve on the other Kaguya to turn it down into the Shushu. And then bot deck the Karakura. Isn't able to get rid of the Kaguya, so this is going to be the clear, delete, and the scoop.
Matrix Digivolution.
Join the members! Howdy gang, it's, May, and I'm finally done that thing I said I would do in February, which is give you a 2025. Please consider subscribing and all that. We've started to go up really, really far. Really happy to be still that biggest English-speaking European Digimon content creator, and I'm always eternally thankful for that. Yeah, we do a bunch of different things. The podcast, which a lot of people really like. We also do some game shows, and we've gotten to start doing some history videos with the How Good Was Shoutmon, and we plan on doing many, many more. But just wanted to give you kind of like a little bit more of an updated look for your reminder to try and always like and subscribe to the video if you can. And if you do feel like leaving us a comment, even if it's just like a short one, it goes a really long way to supporting the channel. But again, the best way to support the channel is to join the members or use Twitch Prime on Twitch. You can get free ad-free Twitch streams there, but you can get ad-free content here on YouTube for as little as £1 a month by pressing the join button. And if you are a champion, you get some extra bonuses for that as well. Rookies and ultimates, we're still trying to figure out a couple more things that we can do to best support you. Like if you do get to see us in the UK at an event, I'll always have some extra bonus sleeves that are available for our rookies and above there, and we'll try and sort out eventually something for our international viewers. But just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that has been a member. I know I don't always get to shout you out, but I do cherish every single one of you, and to join the Discord as well, so we can get extra benefits for you there whilst you're in the Discord, access to some extra channels. But yeah, thank you for 3 years of Digimon support now, and helping me do what I do daily. I really appreciate it, and thanks for watching. Whilst they get ready for game 3 and trying to make as much use of the time they got left, I want to say, with the time I got left, a thank you to our rookies. The rookies, very similar to the Digi Eggs, able to support the channel and do get access to the ad-free content nice and early. And we're trying to do more benefits to just support them if you're at UK events. You get access to sleeves and cool stuff like that. I want to say a thank you to Balfi, Bonsai Beard, Turtle Sovereign, Samuel Larson, Marcio, Mr. Wicken, Wallendor, Nick Bunn, and Lot. And it looks like we're going to see Shumon in the back and an Amber memory boost this time. Floramon and Kiwimon in the back for Marcia, and this time we're going to be setting up that Vortex option with the Wind Guardians. Let Veemon go sunbathing. Shushumon play out Arisa for 1. And then Booster 2 evolve for 3. Oh, Honeymon, just a 1-shot. Sets up the second body. We are, of course, playing quite narrow otherwise, since we didn't get the overclock, and it's going to be a Cherrymon, Cherrymon suspend, and then we get to Vortex into the body. Not bad, all in all. Into the Shushumon, I'm going to play out the token, then Karakura is going to pop the token, straight into Kaguya, and then do we want to Arisa first? We do. Arisa into Hani, Hani retrieve the Shushu, and then play the Shushu off of the Kaguya. So 4 bodies wide, all because he wasn't able to double clear. Rough. Evil deck. End of turn. Pop the Tamer, well, pop the Familiar, which immediately pops with the Kaguya. Goodness gracious me. Double Shushu in. Go stomping through security. Hanimon. And then out comes the Shumon off the Arisa float. And then do we give it Rush? Yeah, just swings in the 1. Does get the double hit and hits a Davis. So now can't even play for the 1-shot. So there's a chance. Where there's a will, there's a way, I guess. And just going to go for the Amber memory boost. Leaves a blocker up. So 2 blockers. And goodbye Kaguya. So now we can actually try and play for board hit. Massive. Bot deck 1. And then going to go into the Cernu. Cernu play... Terapia? Okay. Suspend. And then lock the Shushu. Then we're going to Vortex in. Get to go into Hydra. And then Hydra is going to try and lock for another body. So we've already got 1 lock. And then suspend and lock 1 more. And then... yeah, so the 2 middle ones can't unsuspend, and we punch into the second body, which means you get a single unsuspend, not the 2 middle ones. One of the shoes, one of the shoes. Going to crack the boost all the way up to 8. So I think we're going to be making a level 6 here, gang. Familiar token off of the Shushu. We did end up swinging into the Terapia. It's clever that he just used it, used the Shushu to make a rush body there. I'm gonna float into the Blanc, but of course we do miss out on the chance to turn that into a rush one. Just gonna try and play for the Shrink, And defensive Terapia out of the option card was really, really sick, but stalling method is going to float into the Woodmon, which just spends another body. Not that it can swing anyway, but you just got to be careful. I feel like Marcio's bought himself so much extra time by slowing this down, and yeah, just has to make another Orisa. No Kaguya, no blockers. Terapia down again. And then swing at security with Alliance. Lock the last tamer with the Hydra. And this is going to be 2 checks. Another one does this time hit a Mirai, which is very, very unfortunate. And then DNA, double Hydra into Cernu. Okay. Play up the Woodmon. Clear the Karakura and the Blanc, and then gets to send in the Woodmon to clear 1. Can he clear the last set? There's still a rookie in raising, so he still does need some form of block. Gonna have the Flora, does reveal 2. And then unsuspend the boys. So no rush is what it is. So it's no rush. I'm gonna go Shushumon bot deck the Mirai. Do we have the Rush Orisa? Looks like the answer is no. Gonna go into the Blanc, maybe draw it straight after. Did play a guy though, so that's gonna be the Woodmon suspending a Shushu. And there's no overclock in this list from the looks of things. Mirai gonna come down. There's gonna be Kaguya getting picked up, so maybe we can Karakura it into the last one. I'm not sure if we've managed to honey it back. It looks like we have one. Bot deck the Mirai. Oh, reduces the cost of the Karakura by 3, and then we go into the Kaguya off of that. Then we get to float the body off of the Orisa, and then we get to turn the Karakura into a Kaguya. So get to go with the Hall of Mirrors. Double Kaguyamon to try and go for the clear, and then Cernu's going to try and be annoying at the annoying as bodies get removed. So he's just trying to make it so he's got enough like weeds in the way of the main guy to keep them safe. End of turn, going to get to play out the Honey. Honey presumably going to dig back for a Kaguya. Yep. And then there's going to be another one, as we're going to see the Systemon Blanc come down to keep him safe. 3 security, 1 blocker, 2 blocker, and they will float. Unless you can get rid of double Kaguya from this memory. Shoot. Well, Mushroom coming down to spend 1. That certainly does get rid of 1. And then we have a Honeymon. Gonna double draw off of the eggs in play. Swing the Flora. Honey. Honey deletes the mushroom because the mushroom's still there. And then the Cernu's like, oh, well, if you insist. Yeah, so the Hydra can't get played because its play cost isn't 7 in the hand. But we do get to get Mushroom and Pomu off of that dying. And then the second Kaguya is going to come down and clear one of them. Going to use it as an alliance target. Swing through, hits the Odin's Breath, which is going to -3 the entire board. Which does clear the Mushroom, but not the Kiwi. And we're sec minus, we do have to alliance. So he says they're going to try and play for board. We're going to block that with the Systemon Blanc Awaken, which is going to go into Systemon Blanc. We've used both Kaguya, so we are safe now. But I think it might be enough. Ooh, the Dera to unsuspend the Cernu, and then Cernu going to alliance into the Kaguya. That's going to be the second instance of like them using their protections to keep them safe, and I don't think Marcio can make it back from here, but we're certainly going to try. Going to have the Hydra come down to play for the lock. And it's going to be on the upper Kaguya stack. That said though, we've got more than enough swings. There's no security remaining. And we're going to just play Death X to clear that, and clears the 4. So that's going to leave them pretty much clean. Going to get the swing, going to get the block on the Terriermon. And then it's going to be the ability to pop the lowest level, and then that is going to be the game. So Trix had it in spades with all the tech options coming up at the very end. But if you like seeing this long grinding game, an example of what is in store for you in EX9, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Join the Discord if you haven't already to get these lists if they do drop them. If today's your birthday, then happy birthday. It's hot out, so drink water, take a shower, be good to yourself, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.